the most interesting story to me that kind of, I don't want to say just broke, but kind of just came to a head with Trey Harris, Chargers second rounder. Obviously said rookies reporting to the Chargers training camp. He didn't show up. He still doesn't have a contract. In fact, 30 of the 32 second round picks this year don't have a contract because back in May, Jaden Higgins, second rounder, pick number 34 overall for the Houston Texans. Texans went ahead and just said, we're going to fully guarantee your contract. The first time that's ever happened for a second rounder. It's become the wave for first rounders for a lot of them to get fully guaranteed contracts. Obviously, Shamar Stewart and the Bengals haggling over that right now, how much should be guaranteed of his rookie deal. But a lot of times, a lot of teams say, we draft you in the first round. We like this much. We're just going to do it. How much of your contract coming out was fully guaranteed? Because you're obviously, your brother was old CBA, you were new CBA.
I'd have to go look, but it was not fully guaranteed.
It wasn't fully guaranteed. Okay, that's.
I'll tell you that. And I will say this. The contract that we're talking about with the receiver, the rookie receiver, second rounder from Houston that just got fully guaranteed in the second round, that is the way that NFL contracts should look. It shouldn't just be, oh, this guy's a first round. Even more so, the guys that are not first rounders, they should have their contracts guaranteed. I would understand if you wouldn't want to guarantee a guy's contract that's going to be making $20 million or whatever the hell the number is as a first round pick, but a second round pick, third round pick, let's start guaranteeing these contracts. I think that it matches what the other leagues are doing, and it's something you have to do. And we're always looking over to the other leagues saying, why can't we do that? Why don't we have a stronger union? Why don't we have this? The CBA sucks. Good on the Texans for doing this, and good on Higgins for being a part of this. This is monumental. Now all these other rookies that are unsigned are looking at this guy and being like, hey, man, we need to have the same treatment. And if you don't think that next year this is going to be a bargaining chip in the contract situations, when I got drafted, I was slotted. You were slotted, and it wasn't totally guaranteed. This is the way the NFL should be. I think you will get a lot more out of your players if you show them this courtesy as the other AAA sports leagues do. We should do this.
Obviously, owners, I mean, we literally just had the collusion lawsuit come to a head over the Lamar Jackson contract earlier this offseason. And obviously, owners are going to fight tooth and nail to avoid guarantees at all costs because the leverage really only goes one way, right? As soon as the players get any, and that's why they're pissed about the Texans contract, because it's hard to put the genie back in the bottle, so to speak. Like, it's hard to get no guarantees after you've given guarantees. So I understand from the owner's perspective, they're going to fight this. But I do feel for rookies because their contracts pale in comparison. We're talking about a 4-year, $11 million contract. If you sign that as a veteran right now, you are, a 4-year, $11 million contract, you're a third stringer. You're a special teamer. Special teamers get more than that. Like it is a low end deal that we're guaranteeing here. And I get why they want to fight it, but I have some sympathy for the rookie deal because back before, like I said, your brother, old CBA, it used to be you just negotiated outright with the team. There was no slotting of your contract. There was no, this is what you get. You're going to like it based off of where you're drafted. It was, here's how good I think I am. Here's how much you should pay me. And obviously it got out of control with guys kind of getting top of the market deals. Like Matt Stafford got like a top of the market quarterback deal. It was like a top 5 paid quarterback from day one. So NFL teams obviously wanted to push back on that. Veterans wanted to push back on that because that meant less money going to them. And that's how we get this rookie sort of pay scale. But I do think if you are way below market wages, which the rookie pay scale makes you, and, because veterans have a lot of voting leverage in these CBA talks, they get to say, we want more money of the pie going to us. Rookies don't get guys not even in the NFL don't get to say in it. So they kind of get screwed. Well, I think guaranteeing them is a nice middle ground where it's like, yeah, you might be getting a lot less money, but you're going to get that money.
Yeah, I mean, I look back, so I was looking at my rookie contract, and I guess I stand corrected. My rookie contract in 2013, and I was the 20th overall pick in the first round. It was a 4-year deal, $8.3 million. Signing bonus was 4.4. Base salaries in the contract were 100% guaranteed against skill, injury, and cap. Obviously, the deal that I signed later on in my career was not the case. There was a big number and a small number. The big number is the one that shows on ESPN. The small number is what you're going to get if a truck hits you when you walk out onto the field today, which happens. But I think that the sticking point where they really get these rookies is the first round rookies is there's the fifth year club option.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't get to negotiate. I remember there was a linebacker named Christian Jones from Florida State, who was a freak show, a specimen type athlete. He got in some trouble in the pre-draft process, ended up becoming a steal for the Bears because he dropped in rounds, and he was really bummed out. And I remember him talking to me, and I was like, dude, you're going to get paid before the other guys get paid. Like you are one of these first, second round guys that ended up in the fourth round because of some boneheaded stuff you did. But there's the silver lining is you can get a X $1 million deal in 3 years, 2 years.
Yeah. Now they've kind of adjusted that with the new CBA on the 5th year deal. Like if you are a true superstar, you get paid somewhat commensurate with it, but it is still a lot less than the Jamar Chase 5th year, the Michael Parsons 5th year. It is still a lot less. If you
are the top of the class in your rookie campaign, you're going to be missing out on 100%. The margins on the top side.
All right, but it's interesting to track because obviously if Trey Harris doesn't report and if no one gets signed here, it's going to cause some mayhem. I'm curious to see who's the first to crack, who's the first bluff to be called here, if it's going to be the players or if it's the owners. But I do think after all that's gone on in the sphere of public sort of opinion, I think a lot of people will be backing the players on this. Just a lot of, I guess, national media, at least, will be backing the players on if these sort of, if these negotiations really come to a head.